Hey guys, Chad here with That My Daily Bourbon, and today we're going to be talking about Stellum Rye, the Lone Cypress. So this is the next iteration in the Stellum Black Rye series, coming in at 115.34 proof. This sample was sent to me for the purpose of this review, so thank you so much Barrelcraft Spirits and Stellum for sending this to me, and I hope you guys enjoy. Distilled in Indiana, Tennessee, and Kentucky, this rye right here, like most other Stellum Blacks, I'm assuming uses their base Stellum Rye blend. That is the foundation for this blend right here. And like other Stellum products, they will slowly blend in older stock over time to let those marry and mingle until they come out with a blend that they're happy with, which so far, like I said in all my previous videos revolving around Stellum, big fan of everything they are doing and big fan of everything that's come out of Stellum so far. I absolutely love the bottle, the design. It's very understated, sleek, it looks good on the shelf, which you can't see mine because mine are in the closet in there. But Lone Cypress, named after a tree. Who would have thought? Give it a crack. Let's give it a pour. Let's dive into the nose. Ooh. So instantly on the nose, I'm getting a lot of like coolness, a lot of like menthol, a lot of the winter mint type of gum note. I love winter mint gum. It's, if I chew gum, it's what I'm chewing. I mean, I'm not picky. If you got free gum, give me a stick, I'm gonna chew it. But very much that winter mint up front. Some nice rye bread notes in there. This is almost fresh, bakery, doughy, just in the air. You're not up fresh, but you walk into the bakery or the grocery store and you smell that baked bread in the distance. Nice tropical note, toasted brown sugar and pineapple on the nose, kind of like a pineapple upside down cake. A little bit of vanilla. It's got a nice mild sweetness to the nose. There's actually no ethanol punch on this. I'm very surprised. 115.34. Let's give it a taste. This is different. That same winter mint, sweet mint note comes through. Buttermint. That is the note. Buttermint comes through on the palate. It's soft. It's layered to get a little bit of like a cake in there. That little bit of tropical fruit comes through, the pineapple, the brown sugar, the glaze, that vanilla. There's no heat, no burn. I mean, I feel it. Like I feel that I had a drink of 115 proof whiskey, but it's not hot. It's not hitting my chest. A little bit of dill coming through. I'm not sure what component that's from. I assume that the Tennessee rye in here is Dickel rye. I've never had Dickel rye on its own, like rye distilled from George Dickel, because standard George Dickel rye, I think it's 2-year MGP, they charcoal filter, but this is not, it's not strong MGP notes. It's weird because there's a nice light clove, cardamom spice on the tongue, on the finish, but it's not overwhelming. It's balanced out very well by the sweetness. This is a super, I'm very shocked. I thought there would be more heat. The Stellum Black Bourbon had a lot of heat, a lot of cinnamon, a lot of ethanol punch. I mean, it really got in there. I felt it right here. But this is this is dangerous. This is a dangerous rye. There's a little bit of a youthful rye grain note coming through, but not in the sense of bad or like musty grain or anything. It's just straightforward. This is very good. Once again, this was sent to me by Stellum Barrelcraft Spirits for the purpose of this review. So thank you so much for that. I'd like to be clear as possible, and I'll always notate that and say it in my videos. I'm assuming this will also be around $100. I think it is well worth the $100. This kind of harkens back to the Barrel Rye Batch 3, which I was a huge fan of. And I don't believe Barrel's going to be doing any more ryes themselves. I think all that's going to fall into the Stellum line. But I loved Barrel Rye Batch 3. This kind of just goes back to that. It's a lot more of those tropical notes. Like I said, that pineapple, that brown sugar, the light sugar glaze, the rye bread. Very easy drinking. This is a dangerous rye whiskey. It's not overly complex. There's, you know, I could sit and drink this and think on it time and time again, but this is something I'm gonna pour and just love it from the start of the bottle to the end of the bottle. This just seems like it will be consistent. It doesn't need to open up. You don't need to let it sit in your glass for 10, 20 minutes, which I am going to do a final nosing and a final taste, so we will dive in and see how that goes. Getting a nice little bit of a leather note, some oaks coming through now. See, we're getting a little bit of the older whiskeys that are blended in here. That cool, like buttermint notes kind of died off a little bit. So it's a lot more balanced. The brown sugar is coming forward. That sugary sweetness coming forward a little bit. Getting a tad more dill on the nose than I did in the beginning. Final taste. It almost has a toasted rye profile. Almost. Getting the toasted wood, those caramelized sugars with that cloves, the cardamom, those slight tropical notes, that sugar glaze I keep going on and on about. Almost leads to a toasted profile without being too rich with the oak note, the sweet oak, but kinda. I'm curious if there's any toasted rye blended into this. Everything that I say in my videos, just consider it 100% conspiracy, because unless I state for a fact, or I'm reading from a script, or I have something in front of me that's telling me what's in it, I'm just guessing. I don't know. They didn't tell me the components in this. I'm sure I can ask, and if I find out before I post a video, I will put them in the body down below. Yeah, this almost has a little bit of a toasted quality to it. So just for a comparison on the nose, I'm just gonna nose it just to see if I can get that same note. Science. I mean, there could be. This rye in particular has a lot of those charred notes, but it's also got some good bit of maple molassesy notes. So it's almost a different realm of sweetness versus what I get on this. But overall, I'm a big fan. I like this a lot. Thank you so much, Stellum Barrel Craft, for sending this my way. Can't appreciate you guys enough. Thank you for all you do for me. And let me know below what you guys think of Stellum, the Lone Cypress Rye, the latest iteration in the Stellum Black Rye series. I would love to chat, love to have some comments going back and forth down below in the comment section. Hope you guys have a great day. Cheers, y'all.